On today's episode, I am going to visit with Ann Williams here in Washington, Iowa. She's got an event coming up, Beyond Limits, that is a great party for the community, and I wanted her to share that with my audience, you folks on Southeast Iowa Today. And I want to let you know, Southeast Iowa Today is brought to you by the following sponsors. Griner Auto Body of Washington, Iowa, using state-of-the-art techniques and decades of experience to get your car back on the road after an accident. Car Doctor of Washington, Iowa, no matter who Frankensteined it, they can fix and clean and customize it. McDonald Boneyard of Keota, Iowa, for all of your farm equipment and auto recycling needs. Hinshaw Trailer Sales of Richland, Iowa. You need a trailer. You want a trailer. They've got your trailer, and they fix what they sell and don't in their full-time repair shop. Girling Repair of Winfield, Iowa. If your mower is dead, call Fred, your Husqvarna, Aaron's, and Gravely dealer. B&B Propane and the family of Jet Stops. Blue Dog Lawn Care of Wayland, Iowa, for all of your commercial and residential lawn care needs, and they take care of snow removal, so remember them when that time comes. And this is Southeast Iowa Today. I'm your host, John Bain, author of Christie's Journey, The Beat Goes On. Let's go inside and visit with Ann. Ann, welcome to Southeast Iowa Today.
Thank you, John. It's always good to see you.
It's great to see you. And the last time we talked, I was just an all audio podcast, and now we're video, so it's great to see you.
Yes, and I hear you're having a lot of viewership, which is wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, they're all over the United States in like 6 or 7 different countries.
Oh my.
Including, which is amazing, Israel.
Really?
Yeah, I've got people in Israel that watch this podcast.
That is great.
Yeah,
Good for you.
Thank you, and I thank them for watching. And it's been a year since we talked in a podcast scenario. We see each other around town, so we obviously talk since then. But it's been a year since we've talked publicly and on a podcast about Beyond Limits.
Yes.
And you've got a big event coming up Friday, June 7th.
That's right. Yep, we're excited. Each year we have a theme, and we're excited. This one's Dr. Seuss, and we're enjoying that because there's so many different ways we can go with it, and we're having a lot of fun. It's going to be a really relaxed evening for everyone, our guests and our volunteers both.
And it's at Knights of Columbus Hall?
It is. They are so gracious to us every year. They really help us out with that, and they're very accommodating to us, and we appreciate it. Dan Conrad lets us come in the night before and help us get decorated. He doesn't do the decorating. He lets us unload and start that stuff.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
So, yep.
Well, Dr. Seuss, I mean, what an American treasure he was, and what a legacy he has left us. And I know in the past few years we've had some woke periods in the United States where they were trying to take some of his books away, which is, in my opinion, ridiculous. So whether or not there's any ties to that or not, that was just my little statement for supporting Dr. Seuss in all forms.
Well, we think Dr. Seuss has a great message in many different ways to send, and we couldn't be happier than to be doing this. And, it's fun. Whether you're young at heart or old at heart, Dr. Seuss just speaks to everybody.
He sure does. His work does. And tell the folks that may not be familiar what Beyond Limits is.
Oh, that's great. So years ago, Pastor Jim Stiles at the United Methodist Church here in Washington wanted to start a sweetheart dance, and it's for adults with special needs or disabilities. So we started that, and very quickly we realized that we were going to outgrow our space. And then Pastor Jim and Lori Bauer saw about the Tim Tebow Night to Shine and the Royal Prom. And they said, Ann, you got to do this. They kept telling me, you have to do this. And I finally said, okay, I will do this. And so I looked into it, and then we became a host community, which was really cool because we were one of very few around the whole United States to do this. And he got behind it. Tim Tebow gave money to help us get started, and we started this Royal Prom. With that, his event is always held the closest Friday to Valentine's Day. Well, that's February, and in February in Iowa is not conducive to folks to be out in the cold weather.
It's very true.
And we saw that one evening. It was 7 below zero, and we had people driving from Keokuk, Iowa to get here to attend, and we said, we can't do this.
I was there that night, and you even had limousine rides that night out there in that cold.
We did, and it was a cold night. So from that, we decided we're going to move our group and we're going to call it Beyond Limits, and we're going to have it in the month of June or in a warmer month. And so that's what we started. This is our 3rd year of doing it, and every year we have a different theme, but we still do some of the same things with our guests. And with our guests, we want to make sure that they can come dressed if they want to in something casual. They can join in on the fun, wear something Dr. Seuss if they want. But we take their photo. We have a professional photographer that does that, and they'll go home with that photo in a frame.
Nice.
And then we always have a dance. We've got face painting, karaoke, and we have 2 clowns coming this year. We're excited about that.
Oh, nice.
There's just so many opportunities, and just the love, and I know you've participated, and I know you felt that too.
Oh, definitely.
The love that is there that night and the enthusiasm, it doesn't matter if you can dance. It does not matter if you can sing, because everyone loves it.
Yeah.
So we all participate. We have committees. Tammy Biddito has done the most incredible decorations I've ever seen for this Dr. Seuss event, and they are over the top cool.
Well, I know last year I think she was responsible for the Under the Sea.
Yeah.
And I remember I helped set up for that. I wasn't able to attend the event, but I did help set up, and wow, incredible decorations.
I just can't wait to see how it all comes together. And then we have Carol Horning, who takes care of the food, and she's done that for several years. This one's going to be different, kind of following the Dr. Seuss theme.
Is there green eggs in ham?
There could very well be green eggs, and there will
Holy
be
cow.
ham.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yep, and there could be thing 1, thing 2 with a cupcake.
Nice.
So
there's probably going to be a Sam I Am too.
Very well could be. So we're
That
just
is
super
cool.
excited about it. So if you have someone who's 14 years of age or older that has a special need,
And when you say older, you mean
there's no upper limit.
okay.
No upper limit. And even if somebody needs wheelchair, walker, cane, assistance in any way, they are encouraged to come and attend.
Okay.
And we have that on our Beyond Limits Facebook page. There is a link there that you can go to and register, and it seriously takes about 1 minute to register. Then we have our volunteers. We like to have enough volunteers so that it's not necessarily 1-to-1 like we did with the Royal Prom, but we want to have enough volunteers that if anybody needs anything, we're there to help. So there is a volunteer link to register as well.
And is that on the Facebook?
It's on the Facebook. They're in 2 different posts, so
Okay.
you know whether you're registering for one or the
But
other.
if they go to the Beyond Limits Facebook page, all they got to do is look for the separate post.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Click on them and get registered. And we really want people to register because we want to make sure we have enough food on hand.
Right.
And we have some of our staff from the area facilities that help our guests get there, and we want them to register as well, so we know they're coming.
Okay, very good. Well, I tell you, anybody that goes to this event, they will have a smile on their face the whole time. They will have a smile on their face driving home, and they'll have a smile on their face for several days afterwards.
They will. Their heart will be very full.
Yes.
And it's fun because they'll go home, each guest goes home with a bag of neat things that will be in it. And it's just neat to hear it out in the community, to hear all the chattering about the fun that they had.
Oh, yeah.
And we love it. You know, we just really enjoy it. I think the adults have just as much fun.
Oh, yeah.
The volunteers have just as much fun.
Oh, I would agree.
But in the past, we've had about 3 different states that will attend, Iowa, Illinois, and Missouri. So I'm hoping that we, can get that word out again, get people here, and please come and join us. Last year, we had a special guest, and we had 2 police officers come in because we request them to stop through. They were out on the dance floor.
Ah,
dancing
nice.
with everyone. So lots of fun.
All right. Was Chief Lester there that year?
I don't think he stopped in, but there was 2 other officers.
Let's see, if he's watching or anybody that knows him, there's my challenge.
That's right.
All
And
right.
we'll have EMS there. And
Nice.
Yep.
And hopefully Craig Rembold from the
Craig
fire
always
department.
comes through.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's fun to see him on the dance floor.
It is. I don't know that you will.
No,
but we'll
probably
try.
not, but it'd be fun to see it.
Yes.
Well, Ann, you are a Southeast Iowa treasure.
Oh, well, thank you.
I mean, you do so much for the community, not just this. You're involved in so much, and it's just a joy to know you.
Thank you very much. I've grown up in the community, and it's very near and dear to our heart. Our boys both went away to college, and they've come back. And so for Jim and I, We believe that when you live in a community, it's the rent that you pay. You have to give back to the community to make it the best it can be.
Well, the Williams family does that, that's for sure.
Well, thank you, John. You certainly are a blessing to the community, too.
Well, thank you, and thanks for your time. I wish you the best. Friday, June 7th.
Yes.
6
to 9.
6 to 9, Knights of Columbus.
Yes.
And it's Beyond Limits.
And it's free.
All right. Thanks, Ann.
Thanks, John.
Thanks to Ann Williams for being on today. Thanks to you for watching. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be a fun time Friday, June 7th. Thanks to our sponsors, Griner Auto Body, Car Doctor, Hinshaw Trailer Sales, McDonald Boneyard, Girling Repair, B&B Propane and the family of Jet Stops, and Blue Dog Lawn Care. I'm your host, John Bain. Stay friendly, Southeast Iowa.